So it's all to play for still.
I think so. Do you want to bet against us?
Hi, villains, and welcome to For the Love of Paul McGrath podcast. We're pulling out all the stops today. I decided I was going to give the game the respect it deserved and wore a button-up shirt. I think it's probably the first time in about 6 or 7 weeks that I've done that. And also, I remembered recently that I had my executive producer here, little executive producer, and the last time she made an appearance in the podcast and she was walking around behind me, we won. So call me superstitious, call me stupid-stitious or whatever. I'm pulling out all the stops today. But big one today. We can't it's go hard or go home today. I think from an Aston Villa point of view, has to be won, and I think that Aston Villa will be able to rise to the occasion today under Unai Emery, and I'm really looking forward to it. I really, really am.
Yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing today. I obviously have to mind my language now that the executive producer is on listening to the podcast.
Don't worry, I've got headphones in. She can't hear a word you're saying. She's after going into her princess house here beside me, so she's absolutely fine. She's in watching television in her princess house.
I wasn't too much worried about me, but we have some guests coming on after the team sheet break that they might find it a bit hard to contain their language. So we'll see how that goes when it comes around.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's not going to work anyway, darling. Robbing the volume remote. Oh, there you go. Okay. Anyway,
there you go.
I hope the Spurs centre halves have as much on their hands, have as much trouble on their hands as I do this morning, or have their hands as full as I do this morning. That's what I'm hoping for, and I think that they will. I think that Unai Emery is going to have a plan that's really going to attack that back three. If we mentioned previously, Emerson Royale might be in there. Royale with cheese, bacon Royale, whatever his name is going to be in there. We'll have no Dyer, they'll have Clement Longley, and then they'll have the card machine, the foul machine, and Cristiano Romero inside there as well. So it's something that I think that we can get at. Famous last words, I think, as I'm saying here, and I'm making light of their back three, but they are three good players in their own right. But I think we have to attack them, and once again, like we did against Newcastle, hammer the hammer. Make sure their fullbacks can't attack us, and make sure we can attack them. I think that's the big thing here.
Yeah, absolutely. I know Longley was a doubt, but he has travelled with the team. It's going to be the team more or less picks itself from what I can imagine with him fit. It's not going to be Dyer in there. So the whole idea is that we get up there, give them as much grief as we can in that end of the pitch, and take the pressure off our guys at the back, because we know we could very easily be hit on the break here. So if we can keep them on the back foot, I think we'll go and win this game.
Yeah, I think so. And God bless Bluetooth headphones, so I could hear everything you said there, Paddy, as I ran to rescue as the TV was being turned up and up and up. I want to actually talk about something. I want to go off topic here slightly as well, guys. I want to thank whoever it was that sent me this shirt. I don't know who sent me a signed Aston Villa shirt, but Aston Villa fans are absolutely amazing. And just wanted to throw that one out there. It's like I literally sat here staring at it for 25 minutes last night going, holy moly. Not a clue where it came from. All I know is it came from the UK. Make yourself known. But the generosity for that, number one, don't know how you got my address. And number two, the generosity is absolutely fantastic. So I actually genuinely nearly welled up in tears yesterday. So thanks very much, whoever that was. Someone saying here it was probably Tom Hanks. Maybe it was. I'll just check the back to see that he signed it with T. Hanks anywhere in the back. But
44 on the back, no?
Yeah, no, he didn't put 44 in the back. No, not at all. But it is absolutely amazing, and I really appreciate it. Another little thing in this game as well, Paddy, and we're less than 3 minutes away from the team sheets being announced. But another thing from this game as well is, Spurs are going to be small. Like we spoke about, their preferred midfield at the moment is Bentancur and Ollie Skip. in middle of midfield, and we've had a situation whereby they obviously have Bazuma in the team. It's a bit of a mystery that we don't. It's a bit of a mystery that we don't see Basuma in the team more than we should, I suppose, really, because he's somebody that came in with good fanfare. You know, he knows this league. He's been absolutely brilliant in the league, but Spurs don't seem to want to play him. What's the story there?
Well, I think it was just a one-upmanship to get Basuma before somebody else did, which was absolutely mind-blowing that they spent that much money and not playing him. He has had 3 or 4 managers since he came in, hasn't he? 3?
Yes.
Did he come in under Nuno? And then Neil definitely has his hands full there. I think he came in under Nuno, and then he obviously had Conte. Now he has, forgotten his name, Ryan Mason. So it's gonna be a tough one today, regardless of who they have in that midfield. Skip obviously is their great white hope from their underage system, so he'll be in there to rough things up a bit. We're a couple of minutes off finding out who exactly will play in there. Javier, obviously, Davis, Porro, Richarlison, Kane, Son, and then the 3 boys that Neil previously mentioned at the back: Longley, Romero, and Emerson Royale, with Ben Foster in goal due to the injury to Hugo Lloris. They're without Sessegnon and they're without Bentancur. Longley was a doubt, so he may not start the game. So we'll see how that goes when it comes around again. Let's have a look at some of the comments while we're waiting on Neil to come back there. Shane, thank you so much on behalf of Neil with the baby's head. Take any sort of win today. I will take a 98-minute penalty or ball hitting off somebody's arse and going in. Would absolutely do it for me. This game is absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. It's our biggest game since coming back from the championship. We got 3 cup finals. I think if we win 2 of them, we could very well find ourselves in one of the European spots. So we've just got to get stuck into them today and hope for the best. And I have utmost faith in our esteemed leader to do everything he can to pull out the 3 points today. Will Lloris play? The answer is no. He is not fit today. Lloris is normally the captain. He's injured. He's gone for the season. We have a team in. I'm not sure I can share it on the screen for you, but I'm going to go and read it out to you. So in goal, Martinez. Then we've got Young, Konza, Mings, Moreno, Bailey, McGinn, Luis, Ramsey, Buendia, and Watkins. Substitutes are Olsen, Cash, Carlos, Traore, Chambers, Duran, Dendonker, and Kamara. So I don't see Coutinho. I do see Cash. Who else? Diego Carlos is in there. Who else were we waiting on to come back? Mind is drawn a blank. Who is the other? Bailey, and Bailey obviously starts. Anyway, what do? We've a tough one ahead, and I'm disappointed not to see Kamara back in there. That has dampened the spirits a little bit. It just puts us a little bit further on the back foot. I just think Bailey and Traore, who is on the bench today after they're giving Bailey another chance. They're giving him every chance to do everything he can to either put himself in the shop window or keep himself there for next year. I just don't see how he fits into this team in any other way other than playing off Ollie Watkins. It's a really, really strange one. Really, really strange. We're due a huge performance from him, and let's hope that he can pull it out of the bag today. It's not going to be easy, but we'll do everything we can to support them and get behind them. I'm going to have a look at the Spurs team while we're waiting on Neil to come back. Bear with me here now while I try and find them on Twitter, because I'm obviously not following them on Twitter. What are they? THFC maybe? No. Tottenham Hotspur. Talk amongst yourselves there now while I do this very professionally. Spurs PT. Oh, somebody tell me what the Spurs official. Here we are. Is this it?
Spurs official, Paddy.
Thanks, Neil. So they're starting with Foster in goal, Royale, Romero, Longley, Porro, Skip, Hoyvier, Davis, Richarlison, Kane, and Son. So exactly as we expected. Then we have Austin, Craig, Sanchez, Perisic, Sarr, Basuma, Kulusevski, and Lucas on the bench. So, yeah, it's not going to be easy. Neil, if you can hear me, our guest is trying to call me here, so I reckon he's having problems getting on. So let me know when you're ready to jump back on, and we'll.
Hello,
see you.
hello.
I'll let you take over there and see if you can pull up the team and see.
I can, and I will.
I'm going to mute you and give you a call back here now.
Grand job. As you can see, as professional as ever we are here today, everybody. Let me put up the teams down. We make it a small bit easier, so we get the visuals there. Share the screen. Aston Villa official Twitter. There we go. Add to the stream. Okay, so there we are. We see Captain John McGinn. I actually didn't even hear Paddy talking about the teams there, but Martinez, Young, Konza, Mings, Alex Moreno. He's got with Bailey again. McGinn, Buendia, Ramsey, or McGinn, Douglas Luiz, Ramsey, Buendia, and Watkins. Yeah, look, he's going for it. I suppose that is an attacking lineup. Why not play an attacking lineup at home, get that early goal, try and solidify things? I still think in the last two games that you have to feel sorry for Dendoncker. You really do. In this formation, we're going to see McGinn beside Douglas Luiz again. I still would like to see McGinn out a small bit further. I would have loved to have had a situation whereby we could have tried Kamara in there if he was fit. But look, we have what we have here. Also, I want to just say as well, this game is also being played in association today with Her Game 2. Fantastic initiative, I suppose, as well, to get more women involved in the game of football. I know that Paddy has in the past been a big supporter of Her Game 2, and I think both of us have bought some merchandise as well to help them with their campaign as well. So Villa versus Spurs today has that element of element beside it as well. Paddy, you're back?
I am. I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with you with Dendoncker. I don't know where we're at with him. He obviously doesn't fancy him or he'd be in there today, because I think if ever there was a day to take that risk, it's today. It's unfortunate that we don't see McGinn in a more advanced position, because that's where we need to see him for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, our bench is loaded as well. We've got cash to come on for an Ashley Young if needed. We've got Dendoncker, we've got Kamara. We know Coutinho is fit. He hasn't made the bench today. So that kind of suppose that's a talking point, I think, in itself. But somebody who else is fit, who has made the bench, and that's a bench outside a pub in Seattle today. As you guys might know, that there is a North American Lions meetup going on, where all the North American Lions clubs meet up in a North American city, in a city usually in the United States. But we've got Kevin Hunter today, and he's going to tell us about what it's like. Now, for everybody who's out there, Kevin might have no sleep got, and it might be 6:10 in the morning. So that's the rumor. Rumor has led us to believe that. But Kevin, how's things? You're under canopy there. It's nice to see.
He can't hear us. He just messaged me to say he can't hear us. Can you help him? What does he need to press there?
At the very bottom of your screen, Kevin, you should be able. There should be some sort of a settings. Should be maybe 3 dots, and when you click on that, you should be able to go into settings.
Not much good if he can't hear you, I suppose. Is it?
Exactly. Yeah. Not much good if you can't hear me. I've just had a partridge moment right there. I've had a partridge moment there. At the moment, just there a minute ago. I'm going to come up with a couple of your comments there as well. He's just out jump off there as well. Sean O'Gohan says they're weak down the flanks, so maybe that's why Bailey is in there. I think Bailey is probably in there to keep the likes of Pedro Porro and Ben Davies honest. I think he wants to keep them honest in the fact that he wants them to stay back, make them play in that back five, and see if they can pull a centre half out of position or not. It's going to be an interesting one. I think maybe that's why Bailey's in there. And look, we say this nearly all the time. Why is Bailey in there? And we think it's potentially to get in behind players, but it's it hasn't worked an awful lot in the second half of the season. But it's something that can work, and we know we've seen it work So yeah, let's see if this works today. Kevin, I don't know if you can hear us now, Kevin.
There we go.
You got me now.
There we go.
There we
Can
have.
you hear me okay?
We hear you loud and clear.
Right.
Absolutely loud and clear. Kevin, how's the body?
Feeling like a broken man.
Yeah, a bag of gone off prawns today, are you?
Oh, it's horrific. Some crack though. I was going to show you around the flags and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, because it's absolutely fantastic. As you know, this is a man that you're going to see a pile of when Villa go over to the United States in the summer. Because Kevin is one of the chairmen over there, and he's going to be, I can guarantee. Well, I'm making promises that you might be able to back up here, Kevin. But you're going to see an awful lot of Kevin, I would imagine, over those games in the preseason. Mind your head there and don't bang it as we're running past. Kevin, what are those flags there? Show them up again.
Yep, hold on. So we've got the North American, obviously the meetup. Flag.
Yes. Brilliant. The ninth annual.
Wouldn't you love to be in Seattle? I'm actually doubtful they are actually in Seattle, because every time I see Seattle, it's raining, and it's not raining there the last 2 days.
Well, did you notice he was under a canopy?
It's raining down pints, and we've got We've got the Kenny boys in.
The boys from Kidderminster. Oh, excellent. That's the job.
This morning.
All the way from Kidderminster.
That is brilliant.
Brilliant. You knew the Kenny boys were going to be the first ones up this morning, didn't you?
Here, believe it or not, it is 6:09 a.m. in the morning. Which is a ridiculous time to be awake. Paddy, the things I do for you. No, it's been great. It's the same stuff again. Just really good, meeting good people, and just everyone just gets together, and it's been worth the hangover already. Day 2.
Well, you were come on without a point in your hand, because you need to sort that out quickly.
There you go. And in true Seattle fashion,
that'll be probably the first and only for the next couple of hours. Struggling big time here, but
you'll be fine. In true Seattle fashion, that doesn't look like it's a pint of Carling anyway. That looks like it's some sort of
it's an 8% IPA.
I was just about to say it. It's got a nice orangey citrus happy color in it anyway.
It's essentially like drinking a pint of wine, Neil.
Exactly. Yeah.
Have you one of them on for Gary Shaw this morning? Because I'd say he's got a tender head as well, is he?
I think Gary was nearly jumping off the boat yesterday. He was that drunk. Gary's cut off for Seattle. No, he was good. He was good crack yesterday. He was drinking a bit of crack, and we all got a lot of photographs with him. And like it's again for the club to send people over and stuff, and we're all here, and it's outstanding to see.
Yeah, well, there's nothing like it to get all you guys together. What's the city of Seattle like? Is it worth a visit? Not that you saw much of it, I'd imagine.
I was going to say, you're asking the wrong man.
You didn't go up to the needle, was it the Space Needle?
There's some big needle in the background. I don't know. I'll tell you later on about it.
It's like Dublin. It's like there's a big needle in the middle of Dublin as well.
Same as Belfast, shite enough, but you'll be all right. Like.
Just in case anyone doesn't know, as I mentioned previously, the North American lines always meet up, but it's always a great weekend. I didn't know the Kidderminster lines were over there as well. And you know what? In previous years, there's been a contingent of Irish lines have gone over to it as well. I know that was it 18. It was a burning.
18 was over. Yeah, 18 was over a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
but I keep trying to bend your ears, boys, to come over to it. But I know. Paddy in the background. Paddy might be coming over. Apparently, word on the street to Philadelphia.
Yeah. So. Well, there's rumors. There was rumors, but
there's rumors.
They might turn.
The Daily Star have made rumors.
No, yeah, somebody was kissing and telling. But as you can see, one of the reasons I was supposed to come over, and then COVID hit, and then this little lady came along, and then that curtailed my wings. It clipped my wings a small little bit, but it is a dream. We will be over in some time. I will be over at some stage, as long as you stay in the States, Kevin.
It's honestly, I know it's easy to say, like, but it's one of those weekends. It's just everyone just gets. It's like a stag. I was telling Paddy's like a stag do. Honestly, a Villa stag do for 4 days. not good for the health, but sure.
Well, Kevin, now that you mention it, Kev, I'm not married, so maybe I could kill two birds with one stone.
There you go. Yeah.
Let's see.
Not
Does it work?
American,
Is it
thank
work?
you, huh?
Is it
You
worth
might- you
getting
might be- you
engaged
might-
to, just to go on go on my
You might
stag
be
do on
married
the North
after one of
American
these
meetup?
ones. Here, I'll give you another quick rip round, and then I'm gonna have to go.
Yeah. Excellent. And then we better get back talking about the match. I've spent more time running around after my daughter and talking about the North American meetup than I have about the match.
Any more of a crowd in yet, Kev?
Yeah, there's a nice crowd inside there.
Boys.
Oi, Chris.
Seattle, boys.
What's the score going to be, Chris?
Yes.
I don't think you could hear us, Neil.
For the love
don't
of
think
God, you should have been here.
Here we're gonna get Roldy out. Here we'll get Roldy out for a quick conversation. Mr. Harris is going to chat to us.
All right.
Oh,
Come on,
yes,
Harris, come on.
we have best behaviour.
Oh,
All right, we've got Roldy. We've got Roldy in the house here.
There'll be a lot of people in the comments who know Paul is the chairman of the Kidderminster Lions as well.
The Kidderminster
Yeah.
Lions. There he is.
there we go.
Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning.
His
How's the
back's fucking carrying me all last night.
Never
funny,
a true word. Never a true word.
Doing a live podcast here just to say how good is it? Been over?
This is the 9th one, and they get better every year. So, yeah, you can't knock this. It's worth travelling all this way, even with a season ticket, to watch a game on TV.
Yeah. What you think the score is going to be, Paul?
Pontius?
I'm fairly confident. I think 2-0. Yeah, 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah.
They're the words of a man at 6:10 in the morning.
Jason.
Lubrication for the back.
The lubrication is right.
Start out the back one way or another, don't we, Paul?
Yeah.
Boys, we'll let you go though. Thanks very much.
Excellent. Thanks a million for coming on, guys, so early in the morning.
Yep.
And thanks a million. Hope you have a fantastic
Up the
day.
Villa.
Up the Villa. We'll
Cheers,
see you
boys.
later. Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Kevin. Bye-bye. Excellent. I know, yeah, as I say, it's nice to see the guys over there. There's such a big effort those guys in North America put in to growing the Villa network over there. You know, it's hopefully the success will do it only so well for you. Having guys and having boots in the ground in far-flung places all over the world is really a key. Having that diaspora, I suppose, is a key element towards being an Aston Villa fan. You get the real authentic feeling. You know, Kev, been a Villa fan all his life, likes of those Kidderminster Lions fans going over there as well, really helps it. All it takes is one throwaway casual football or soccer fan to go into that bar this morning. Well, if you're a throwaway casual soccer fan going into a bar at 6:10 in the morning, you're probably hiding something else. But if they go in there, they might see the crack that's going on there.
There's two people that are regularly in our comments. I won't name them because it's up to them to tell you how long they're a Villa fan. But I know those two people rambled in to watch a random game of soccer at a North American meetup and are now fully fledged Aston Villa fans and members of the Lions Club in that city. So yeah, it's great.
Absolutely.
It's great to have that diaspora all around the world. You know, obviously the extra American fans is great, but the main attraction is for people who are, you know, moved to far-flung parts of the world, like Mark, who was on last week in Perth in Australia, that they can meet like-minded people to go and watch games with and travel with if needs be, and to have a meet-up like that for 4 days for Villa fans once a year, with the amount of Villa fans that are over there is incredible.
Absolutely, I agree for sure. And for anybody who is looking to go to the games in the United States, once again, I will pop it up. The sports travel tours with Andrew Hill there, and sports travel tours as packages as well. As I say, still waiting on the pricing for those. But if you want to be in their mailing list so that you get those prices as soon as they do come live, you can do so on the link that is there and will be in the podcast notes as well. So thanks very much to Andrew for that as well. An Aston Villa fan, a listener to the podcast, and a Birmingham man himself. So as I say, hopefully those packages, as I say, when they come out, they may be able to sort something out for somebody to be able to get over there if this is on your bucket list. So we're going to turn our attention for the last couple of minutes, Paddy, just to the game itself. We've spoken an awful lot. We've been detoured an awful lot. I do apologize for that in the podcast today. I have a little girl doing circles off her Wendy house here, which is fine, as long as she doesn't fall. But I think today, so Paddy, going on what I said there previously, I think we're going to really have to hammer the hammer today. I think we can get through that midfield. I do think we can get through that midfield today in Hyber and Skip. I do think that we will really have to pin back those fullbacks and stop it. Make Harry Kane come deep is what we're really going to have to do. And if he does come deep, if we get it to a situation whereby he does come deep, and let's say we're 1-0 up, I am straight away bringing Dendoncker and Kamara off the bench and telling him stand on his toes and not let him become that link-up playmaker, because it's just so pivotal that if we get our noses in front, it doesn't happen like it did at this time of the season. Was it 2 years ago when Konza and Mings were pulled left and right all over the place and Harry Kane just had his way with them and Spurs beat us handy? We cannot let that happen. And they have that in their arsenal to be able to do it with the pace that they have on the wings. So for me, I think it's very vital that we get in front. And if we get in front, I would be all for making changes almost immediately to try and play this one safe. I'm okay with this being an abhorrent nil or abhorrent dull game. I'm okay with this being a game whereby we tactically have to do something kind of crazy at times. I'm okay with playing 7 at the back for the majority of this game, as long as we get 1-0 to Aston Villa at the end. And Paddy, what's your overarching view on it after seeing the teams?
Yeah, well, there's no surprises. I know we wanted to see Kamara back in there and McGinn deployed further forward. We have Bailey. It is what it is. I don't envisage we're going to look at him next year in a similar contest. So it's not going to be easy, but I think we need to get ahead and we will probably need 2 goals. So I'm going for a 2-1 win today.
You know what? I've gone with 1-0 wins all over the place. I've kind of been saying it as a running joke, but I agree with you, Paddy. I think we're going to need 2 goals to win this game today. That means it's going to be 2-1 to Aston Villa. It's going to be my view on it too. I don't know where the goals are coming, but I think when I normally kind of predict where the goals are coming from, specifically on this podcast, more often than not, it kind of comes true more often than not. I think we're going to see another defensive goal today. And I think we're going to get a goal from midfield. And I think the man with the captain's armband is going to drag us through this game today in parts. And I think John McGinn is going to score. And it's going to be a defensive goal as well today. I'm going to say, why not? Why not throw out Ashley Young to score as well today? And that would be absolutely immense. It would be 2 people as part of our leadership team within the group scoring. And that's what we need. We need captains all over the field today. We need people to stand up, puff out their chest and want Aston Villa to win this game. We don't need people to play like we have in against Brentford and against in the second half against Fulham. We don't need people minding themselves. On paper, we've 3 games left in this league. We don't. We've 1 game left in this league, and that's today. And I know that's very cliche, but if we lose today, it's going to be massively out of our hands if we lose today. Not impossible, but massively out of our hands. Yeah. We win today, and it comes down to the last day of the season. Regardless, it comes down
exactly.
To the last
and I think you, as you said last weekend, you know, when you said if we lose to Wolves, it's over. But then Brighton go and do us a solid by getting turned over, and we can't be relying on them. So we need to go and win the games ourselves to keep the pressure piped on them. Really turn the screw today. I think if we get a win today, try and nick at least, or even just a point will do next weekend, and then go and beat Brighton and we're in Europe. Simple as that. Just as simple as that. So fingers crossed. I said 2-1 win. I'll take a 1-0 win all day long. I'll take anything just to get the 3 points.
Absolutely. I don't know if anyone can hear it here behind me, but I've got a little lady saying, "Daddy, come on. Daddy, come on," here behind me. So I think that's as good a time as any to wrap up a team sheet tantrum. I do apologize again, everybody. I know it was a bit stop-start today. It's great to have the guys from the North American lines on. Great to have all of you in. I really appreciate it. Hopefully normal service will be resumed next week for Team Sheet Tantrums when I'll be back on my podcasting layer. But I do appreciate all of you guys, persevering with me at the moment. But I as I say, everybody, it's 38 minutes to the game. Let's all get settled. Let's all get in front of the TV. If you're at the TV, get a beer in your hand, get whatever you want in your hand, get your snacks ready. If you're at the game, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic experience today. I hope Villa win it for you, and I hope that you roar the team on to victory, because this could be the last big game this season in Villa Park. So we got to make it happen there as well. So we will be back with a post-match podcast. I may be in a pub for the post-match podcast because I think I deserve it at this stage. But so there may be more disruption to that one. So I've got to mention that one to you, Paddy. But
all right.
As I say, thanks so much everybody for watching. And in the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, and all that's left to say is up the Villa.
Up the Villa.